I don't know about you guys, but there's so many things that we want to check up on our health, but we just don't know how to do it. And so today's video is going to be focused specifically on men's health, and I'm going to be showing you exactly how you can check your sexual health right in the comfort of your own home. In this video, we're going to cover all the aspects of sexual health. That means we're going to talk about your penis, we're going to talk about your prostate, we're going to talk about your hormones, your fertility, your testicles, and everything else in between. So if you're ready to take control of your sexual health, then let's get into the video. The first thing that you'll want to check is your penis, and the easiest way to check your penis is simply by looking at it. Specifically, you're looking for any sores or lesions, especially if they are painless, because most of the time these will go away on their own, but sometimes they can be precancerous. So make sure you look out for those. Also, you want to check the length and the girth of your penis, because you need to make sure that there isn't any change. If there is a change, it could mean a couple different things. It could mean that you've gained body fat, which also makes your penis look shorter. Or it could mean that you've lost muscle mass from your pelvic floor, which can cause your penis to hang lower and appear shorter as well. But you should definitely be checking this from time to time to make sure that you catch any abnormalities as early as possible. Now, the next step is to squeeze the glands of your penis. The reason why we're doing this is because a lot of guys will suffer from what's called phimosis. This is where the skin covering the head of your penis is too tight, and it can lead to pain during intercourse, or even pain when you urinate. And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna use your thumb and index finger, and you're gonna squeeze the glands of your penis, and if you feel any pain, you may have phimosis. Now, if you do have pain, it's not a huge deal because it is easily treated with a simple stretching exercise. And the best part is, it can actually be done in the shower. So it's not like you have to go to the gym and lift weights or anything crazy like that. All you got to do is stretch it out. So what you're going to do is grab your penis, pull it out, and then start stretching it to the side. Hold it in that position for about 30 seconds, and then repeat it on the other side. Do this about 3 to 5 times each side every single day, and within a few weeks, you should notice a big difference. All right. Now that we got your penis checked out, we're going to move on to your prostate. And the number one symptom that you'll want to check for is difficulty urinating. You might notice that you have to go pee more often, especially when you first wake up in the morning. You might also notice that it takes a little bit longer for the urine to start flowing, or you might notice that it starts and stops while you're urinating. These are all symptoms of an enlarged prostate. Unfortunately, there's a couple different things that you can do at home to shrink it back down. The first one is, you want to cut out all dairy from your diet and replace it with plant-based milk such as almond milk or oat milk. The reason why you're doing this is because dairy milk causes your prostate to grow larger. And so, if you're drinking it on a regular basis, it can increase your risk of having an enlarged prostate. Second, you want to make sure that you're getting enough vitamin D. Studies show that men who have higher levels of vitamin D have a much lower risk of developing an enlarged prostate. So you can naturally get vitamin D from the sun. Just take off your shirt, walk outside and get some sun on your chest and your arms. Third, you want to make sure that you're keeping your testosterone levels high. When your testosterone levels drop, it can lead to a condition called estrogen dominance. And guess what? Estrogen increases the size of your prostate. And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna watch my other videos on increasing testosterone, where I show you how to do things like optimize your diet, sleep and exercise to keep your testosterone levels high. Okay, so now that we got your prostate checked up on, we're gonna move on to your hormones. And the best way to check your hormones is by using a hormone test. Now you have two options when it comes to testing your hormones. The first option is a blood test. This is the more accurate test, but the problem is you have to get the blood drawn at a specific time in the day. For example, you want to make sure that you haven't eaten for at least 12 hours before taking the test. And you also want to make sure that you take the test at the same exact time each day, because your hormones fluctuate throughout the day. So if you don't take the test at the same exact time each day, it'll throw off your results. The second option is using a saliva test. This test is a lot more convenient because you can do it at any time of the day, and you don't have to get a blood draw. However, it's not quite as accurate as the blood test. So what you're going to do is you're going to order a hormone test online. There are plenty of companies that sell them, My favorite company is Let's Get Checked. They're super affordable and they allow you to compare your results to other men your age. After you get your results back, you can decide whether you want to fix your hormones or not. Personally, I would recommend fixing your hormones because it affects pretty much every aspect of your health. And so if you want to learn how to increase your testosterone levels, then I'll link up a couple of my other videos below in the description. Alright, moving on, we're going to check your testicles, and the easiest way to check your testicles is by performing a self-exam. You're going to start by washing your hands, and then you're going to use both hands to feel each testicle individually. Make sure you feel the entire testicle, not just the top or the bottom. You want to make sure that you're feeling the entire thing. What you're looking for are any lumps or bumps, because these could be cancerous. And if you do find anything suspicious, you want to see a urologist immediately. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna schedule an appointment and you're gonna explain to the urologist exactly what you felt. He will then perform a physical exam and order some blood tests to check your tumor markers. These are proteins that can indicate whether or not you have cancer. If the doctor feels anything abnormal, he will perform a biopsy. This is a minor procedure where he sticks a needle in your testicle and takes out a small sample of tissue to look under the microscope. If it turns out that you do have cancer, don't worry, because there's a 95% survival rate if it's caught early. So make sure you do these self-exams on a regular basis. Lastly, we're going to check your fertility. And the easiest way to do this is by counting the number of sperm in one ejaculation. You're going to purchase a home sperm test online and you're going to follow the instructions. Now, if your sperm count comes back low, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're infertile. It's just one of many factors that contributes to fertility. Other factors include your partner's egg quality, the health of your reproductive organs, and even your lifestyle. And so if you want to learn about how to increase your sperm count, then I'll link up another one of my videos below in the description. So I want you to share this video with your friends so they can also check their sexual health. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to stay tuned for more content.